Hello, this is my Week 7 video journal titled CMO's Responsibility for Financial Performance. So I took my topic out of Discounted Free Cash Flow Model, and the Discounted Free Cash Flow Model is a method for estimating a firm's enterprise value by discounting its future free cash flow. This allows us to avoid the difficulties associated with estimating the impact of the firm's borrowing decisions on earnings. It also demonstrates the important connection between the capital budgeting analysis and its implications for the firm's current stock price, as we found in Kilty 2016. So, valuing the enterprise. How can we estimate a firm's enterprise value? Well, the equation that was given to us in our chapter was enterprise value equals market value of equity plus debt minus cash. Because the enterprise value is the value of the firm's underlying business, unencumbered by debt and separate from any cash, it is also the value of the underlying business to all investors. So here's a comparison of discounted cash flow models of stock valuation. In other words, the present value of dividend payments determines the stock price, and to get stock price estimates, there's no adjustment necessary. However, the present value of total payouts, which includes all dividends and repurchases, determines the equity value. To get the stock price estimate, you divide by the shares of the outstanding. And the present value of free cash flow, including cash available to pay all security holders, determines the enterprise value. To get the stock price estimate, you subtract what does not belong to equity holders, which is debt and preferred stock, and back cash and marketable securities, and divide by the shares of outstanding. So what is the price-earnings ratio? The most common valuation multiple is the price-earnings ratio. The price-earnings ratio is so common that it is almost always part of the basic statistics computed for a stock. A firm's price-earnings ratio is equal to the share price divided by its earnings per share. So as we see, PE, standing for price-earnings ratio, equals the share price divided by the earnings per share. So, ethical issues. For the past 6 weeks, we've been talking about different ethical issues that have to do with all of these different financial issues. What we see is, as with all other aspects of business, we see there are always ethical issues. As a CMO in any organization, there is a responsibility to always be wise with all investments. We are given the tools and formulas to make wise decisions, even if we invest in a market that cannot be predicted. People go to school many years and they have given us many wise formulas and tools and market formulas that we can enter all this information into and predict the way the market would be going. The stock market and the values of the stocks can go up or down at any time. This is true. We can predict what we think may happen, yes, but if there were no risk, there would not be the rewards that the stock market also has to offer. So therefore, we need to be wise, and we need to look back on history, and we need to use the equations and the formulas that are given to us in order to predict what the future value of the stock may be. As always, we should always seek the Bible and what God says about dealing with the money. The plans of the diligent lead to profit as surely as haste leads to poverty. If we plan properly and we are diligent with what the Lord gives us and we use the wisdom that the Lord has offered us, then we can be sure to have profit. However, if we act without any wisdom, and if we act with haste, then that is surely to lead us to poverty. Proverbs 21:5. Again, the references were the book Holmgren's Accounting by Kilty, 2016.